What it do, homies? We back here with some more Oliver Anthony. This time we checking out his song "Rich Man's Gold." Let's go ahead, shut up, and turn it up.
You weren't born, just pay bills and die. You weren't born, just pay bills and die. All you need is a dog, a shame, a crick in the back, and a good woman. Oh Lord, you don't need that rich man's gold.
Hey man, he ain't lying about that good woman. He ain't lying about that, man. I'm telling you, my wife done saved me from a whole lot of stuff. But I like what he's talking about right here, and it immediately got me thinking about like I believe I was watching one of these videos. It was by this band. It's an acapella band called Home Free. And I'm trying to think about the song that they were doing. But essentially what they were doing is they was going around, they were singing it on a sidewalk. And I think they were pretty much just like maybe possibly bringing awareness to the homeless that was scattered about the park and everything. And there's a couple of things that I noticed in that video. One of the things is, and this might sound like a bit weird, but I think there are times where the homeless sometimes are more happier than the people who are struggling, right? By, no working hard, they, paying bills and everything just to die. And I know, of course, they have their troubles and everything, but there was a sense of freeness from it, right? You guys ever seen that TV show? It's called Snowflake. I believe it was called Snowflake. It was on Hulu. It's about this drug dealer named Frank or something like that. Ah, I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but maybe I won't say anything. But essentially, they were a little bit more free, right? And I work at a place where I see the homeless all the time, and some of them even actually made a living, just kind of relying on the kindness of strangers and everything. And I'm telling you, some of them is just like some of those happiest people that you've ever seen, right? So it just begs the question, these type of troubles and stuff that we're inflicting on ourselves. It's not entirely our fault, but partial of it is, right? From the day that we're born to the day that we get into the workforce, right? That's pretty much what you're taught. You got to work, and then retire, right? And it's kind of hard to kind of see a way out of that when you got like these pressing bills and stuff that's like slapping you in the face and everything. It's kind of hard to kind of take a chance and just go and do something else and just hope that it's going to work out, right? It makes you very, very nervous. You're just like, I can't do that. I need to work more, right? And I think that's kind of like all part of the system to kind of trap you into thinking you always have to work. You know what I mean? So, but I like what he said. You just need a dog. I think he said a shack and a good woman. Did he say a shack?
Oh Lord, you don't need that rich man's gold.
And another way you can kind of look at this is he does say rich man's code, which means you don't need all the money, right? You just need enough to live. You don't need to always go striving for the stars and overworking yourself to have like the best crib and have like the best car and something like that. You'd be surprised with how little you can live with when you manage your expectations.
Granddaddy grew up on dirt floors. The whole county was dirt poor. Mama died when he was 4. What a damn shame.
Yeah.
They grew tobacco and raised hogs. 7 youngins and some old dogs. I reckon they was living high on the hog way back in their day.
Yeah, and he brings up a good point, right? Compared to today's living standards, back then they didn't have half of what we have and everything, and they were still making their way by. It's technology as it grows and grows and grows. We are definitely kind of being coddled. You know what I mean? If a giant world-size EMP was to come down and knock out all electricity for the next 30 years, you know what I'm saying? nature selection, you know what I mean? But natural selection, 100%. We would not know how to survive out there in the wild. We wouldn't know how to live off the land and everything because we've been so coddled. I Every time new technology comes out and everything, I often think of that movie called Wally. Right? How you guys remember they was up in the spaceships, they all pretty much became woly polies because everything was done for them. They didn't know necessarily how to do anything. They didn't even know how to walk. You know what I mean? We're not there yet. Yet. But I probably won't see it in my lifetime, but it might just happen, man.
On the hall, way back in there today. You say you won't born to just pay bills and die. You won't born to just pay bills and die. All you need is a dog, a shack, a crick in the back, and a good woman to hold. Lord, you don't need that rich man's gold.
So, you know, one thing that I think he also, gonna look at the doggos, one thing that he also stated, he said, you weren't born to just pay bills and die, right? He's not omitting saying that he he's not saying that's not what you was born for. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Essentially, there's more to just paying bills and die, right? And I think the critical part of that is learning how to live, right? And I ain't gonna, fully being honest with you guys, I have that same issue. I like to think that I have a strong work ethic, and there are times where my whole entire day is just going to shambles if I don't feel like I've done something productive. Like, it's to a fault. Like, I have a very, very hard time of taking a vacation and actually relaxing on that vacation. And it could be because I'm just conditioned to work, or I think part of it's also part of my personality. Like, when I get done with my 9 to 5 and I take care of my kids and then take care of whatever my wife needs are, I sit down and I record these videos, right? Which take about, depending on the video, like this is about to be I don't know, 8-minute video. Take anywhere between 2 to 3 hours of my time, and then I edit my thumbnails, and then I edit my videos, then I upload them, then I optimize them, and I go to bed, and then I do the same thing over again. Kind of get into this rhythm, and it's kind of hard to kind of get out of that. Essentially, that's what I'm doing, right? I'm paying bills until I die, and I'm also the only breadwinner in the house, so it's difficult for me to learn how to take a vacation. But I can tell you that I'm starting to learn, and I'm learning it because of my good old wife that I have, right? Strong backbone. She lets me know. She's like, hey, you need to calm it down. You're working too hard. Our bills are gonna get paid. Learn how to take a break. So I'm getting better and everything. But what he's saying here just hits me on my personal point, because that's like one of the things I'm currently going through. But that was just like full on honest. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to keep it 100 with you. That's what it do. It's always what I try to tell you guys on this channel. Anyways, you let me know what y'all thought about this down in the comments. Dave's out.